What's up? I'm about to do a get ready with me because tonight is my first ever Christmas shift for the After Hours Christmas party and I am stoked. These shifts are extremely coveted because the costumes are so cute and I'm gonna take you with me while I do my hair and my makeup and get dressed. I just got home from work and I worked at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex today and I am wearing that costume underneath this shirt, so I do need to change. I need to be ready within the next 2 hours or so I can make the best to Magic Kingdom. And I'm gonna take you guys with me. Let's go! So yeah, I am wearing this t-shirt over my ESPN costume. I will sometimes do that if I need to go out in public and run errands or I need to go back on stage for any reason at all. I'll just keep a t-shirt in my backpack and then put it on. That way I'm not like overtly wearing a Disney uniform out in public when I'm not actually working. So yeah, there's this. But this is what my ESPN costume looks like. I love it. I feel like I look like a coach or something. It's just so sporty and it totally fits the vibes. I love the sports and the ESPN environment, so I was really stoked when I first saw this costume. Anyway, this is what I wore today. On this little badge is where I keep like my housing ID and my company ID card and stuff like that. I need to change out of this and then into the Christmas costume. But first I need to wash my face and I don't want to do that while I'm wearing the costume, so I've put on my robe for now. So I start off by plugging in my curling iron and turning it on, that way I can let it heat up while I do other things. And I personally like to wash my face at least twice through before I really trust that it's clean, so you're gonna see me scrub a few different times right here. Facial spray and moisturizer. Please don't forget to moisturize. You'll thank yourself when you're 50. And this is a hack that I recently learned. I put hair gel on my eyebrows. It helps them stay in place and holds up their shape a little bit better, and I just like how it looks. And I curl my hair with a wand instead of a conventional curling iron. I just like the shape better. I don't really know what else to say other than that. I think the waves look more natural, in my opinion. And here's the costume! Isn't that so cute? I feel like I look like Mrs. Claus or something. It's adorable. Don't mind me, just admiring myself. I'm cute and I know it. It's fine. Now as for the makeup, I start off with primer on the eyelids. That way my eyeshadow doesn't just flop around everywhere. And this is the Midnight Masquerade Disney Princess ColourPop palette. I bought this for myself for Christmas a couple years ago and I love this palette. The colors are so pigmented and they're so nice, and I've made some really pretty looks with this palette. I adore it. I started off with the red color. It's called Gaston. It's probably my favorite color on this entire palette. It's such a deep red and it's probably my favorite shade of red too, and it shows up really nicely on my skin color, so I'm a big fan. I started off by putting it in my crease and now I'm just blending it out, checking the time to make sure I'm, not going to be late or anything because I have a terrible history of that. Now I'm just adding more product, blending it out even more. Blend, blend, blend. That is always the key to better makeup. More blending. Then I'm going in with that green color, which I believe is called Mama Odie from Princess and the Frog. Now I'm just patting that all over the lid. Do you see how pigmented that color is? Isn't that stunning? I think ColourPop did a great job on this palette. And since red and green are opposite colors, I didn't want to blend them in together. I wanted to keep them two distinct colors, so I just patted on the green and left it at that. Here I'm just adding brown eyeshadow to my lower lash line, just to give more depth, kind of masquerade as some kind of blended eyeliner or something. And now I'm going back in with Gaston, so that I have color underneath my eye as well. And now I'm filling in my eyebrows. I'm using an eyebrow pomade. I start off by lining the bottoms of my eyebrows first and then filling them in bottom up, if that makes sense. It helps me guide the shape of my eyebrows if I start from the bottom, and then I'll just fill it upwards. I'm really particular about my eyebrows, so I will spend several hours on them if I have to, just to make sure they're perfect. And now I'm going in with actual brow gel. I know I already did the hair gel thing earlier, but this is really just double reinforcement at this point. See what I said about how picky I am? I'm just fixing it and fixing it and fixing it. And now I'm double checking to make sure that everything looks okay. So far, so good.
Do my eyebrows look okay?
And now I'm doing my eyeliner, but this isn't just any eyeliner. This is the metallic eyeliner from Moxie Lash because my mom got me a bunch of boxes of magnetic eyelashes. So I'm just lining the eyes. And I heard some stuff about how magnetic lashes aren't actually good for you, so I don't plan on using them often. But they're so convenient. All you have to do is just put on the eyeliner, let it dry a little bit, and then stick on the lashes, and you're good to go. Take a look. So literally all you have to do, the magnets are on the eyelashes, you just stick them on the eyeliner, and they're so easy to adjust too. It's so much easier than glue. Do you see how simple that is? I forgot why magnetic lashes aren't supposed to be good for you, so I really don't plan on using these all the time, but if I do have an event where I want big dramatic lashes, these are a great option. And you're not necessarily going to get the best angle with these all the time. I personally like my eyelashes to be fanned upward as much as possible, whether they're my natural lashes or falsies, and these, the magnets are on the bottom, so they tend to stick straighter than I really like, as opposed to the glue-ons where you can angle them upward if you can get the glue to do the thing, but these are still fine because they're big enough that it makes a difference and you can still see them from far away.
Do you think they'll let me have eyelashes this big?
That seems longer.
Okay.
And now I'm starting my face makeup. I was hesitant whether I even wanted to do face makeup just because we still have to wear masks most places at Disney, but I decided to just do it anyway. Mostly because I still wanted to wear highlight and blush with this look, especially if I was going to take pictures and look cute and everything, and it just sticks to my face better if I do have some kind of foundation. So I dipped the foundation across my face and now I'm dabbing with a wet blending sponge, making sure to even it out as much as possible. And now we're going in with my contour. I'm using an angled brush and just putting that in between my cheekbone and the cheek. This is just a contour palette from e.l.f. I've had it for a while, but you can really just use any slightly darker than your own skin tone powder. And now for the fun part. This is the Jaclyn Hill Becca palette. It has the shimmeriest, most beautiful gold and rose gold tinted blushes and highlights that you've ever seen in your life. I've had this palette for a couple years now and it's still my go-to. It's amazing. Now everyone blushes and highlights a little bit differently. On my face, what I like to do is put blush on the apples of my cheeks, and then I'll take the highlight brush and just put the highlight in the middle of my nose, lightly swipe my forehead with it, and then obviously go like right on the cheekbone with that too. And sometimes I'll put it on the cupid's bow of my top lip if I'm feeling fancy. So plot twist, the camera was facing the mirror the whole time. Now we're just doing one last check. Now that we've had the full effect, one last self-admiration. And to absolutely no one's surprise, I was almost late to the bus, so here I am, relieved that I made it. And in case you were wondering, this particular shift was land clearing, which basically means that I have to make sure that anyone who doesn't have a wristband for this particular event does not stay there, and I ask them to exit the park, and the only people who are allowed to stay for the after hours event are the people who have the wristbands. And I did this in Tomorrowland and made sure Tomorrowland was cleared, which was really exciting because Tomorrowland is my favorite land in both Disneyland and Magic Kingdom. So that was really cool. I also did another Christmas shift where I helped prep hot chocolate and cookies, but I didn't take any pictures that night since I already had the pictures from this night. Thanks for watching!